ready to go so that I could instantly share it. Not going to have to worry about dawdling around at the beginning of the stream and waiting to get it shared out. So yeah, we are now officially live and coming at you right now from a different time, much earlier than I've ever done it before, streaming in the morning. Granted, it's not super early. I mean, it's 10 o'clock. I mean, I guess that's early for me in a sense, but we are streaming a game called TERA today. It's an MMORPG, but it plays like an action-adventure game. It's like Skyrim in that sense, but it has more of the... I feel like it blends a little bit more of the MMORPG elements into it, more of the classical MMORPG elements into it than Skyrim did. So we're going to go ahead and what we can do is we can continue playing with our character that we've got here right now. His name is Dabby, and I think that might be the best course of action to take. So let's go ahead and select him, and let's go ahead and play. So, of course, we got the loading stream. Your enemies are ready for the next fight. Are you stock up on consumables before leaving town? That probably would have been a good idea for me to do the last time I was playing this. So, here we are, walking around, looking like a badass. I absolutely love this character. I love the way that he looks. I mean, this is the perfect MMORPG character. I don't see how you could say otherwise. I mean, come on. The dude has, he has the face of a pug. He's wearing his special shades that don't really even have shades. It's more like blinds. He's got a short, chubby little body. He's got like a cotton-ish tail. But he's a deadly fighter, man. He's a deadly fighter with those dual-wielding weapons. And we're going to see just how we can continue our adventures in the land of TERA. TERA is a game that I just found out about literally last night. I saw this game was free to play on the PlayStation Store, so I decided that I would give it a whirl. It's a good-sized game. This game takes up just over 44 gigabytes. So you know that it has plenty of room to spare as far as its operating goes. My headphones scaring the hell out of me because they're telling me that their auto shutdown feature is enabled. I need to figure out how to turn that off at some point if I can. So right now, let's just run around and see what's going on. Our objective, I know, is this way. We have to... I was already playing with this character some beforehand, and I mean, obviously the character's level 21 already. I just found out about the game yesterday, and I played the absolute hell out of it because it's been awesome so far. It's been a lot of fun, and I mean, I couldn't believe that I hadn't heard about it before, but then again, I mean, it's a pretty darn new game, so I don't know exactly, I don't know the exact date that it was released, or hell, it might not even be officially released fully yet, because I think I saw at one point that it was still in its beta stage. I may be thinking about a different game, but I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. So what we're going to do right now, the main quest is that little question mark up there where I need to talk to that chick named Isla or Isla or however you want to say her name. But what we're going to do right now is that you can see, I don't know if you can read the text over there on the side. Welcome to the stream. You are my first viewers of the day, of the morning. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. This is TERA right here, and You may have heard of it. If you haven't heard of it, that's because it is a brand spanking new game that I just found on the PlayStation Store as of yesterday. And my character's already level 21 right now. He's a little walking chubby pug character. And in the game lore, these little guys are actually nature spirits, or nature guardians, I should say. So he's a formidable little monster. And what I'm about to be doing is I'm going to be taking on this big old thing right here. It's called a basilisk. And what's the part of the quest that I'm doing, it says I need to obtain some pristine eyeballs from the basilisk. I've killed 2 of them already, but it's a bit of a chore. It's your girl Davis, Dabby Yeet. Yeah, there's a little bit of a story behind that name, actually. My younger sister and I constantly going back and forth with eating, dabbing, really sucked into that culture. We actually went to the big entertainment center in Gafford yesterday. Oh, that guy was high level. He made nothing out of that basilisk. Welcome to the stream, new viewer. I hope you have a good time. I had a good time because that guy pretty much took care of that for me. What is that dude's level? Hey, what's your level, bruh? It says, wait a minute, is he level 21? That can't be right. There's no way that can be right. So, anyway, back to the story. We played some putt-putt last night, and we were trying to come up with some golf names for all of us. And she declared hers would be Dabby Yeet, which is probably the most 2015, most preteen thing I've ever heard in my life. And as a result, I thought it would be perfect to make this little pug character that name. So right now we've got a little pug character trying to take down freaking dinosaur bastards. We'll see how it's all goes. Oh, get out of there. That is the one thing I do like about these MMORPGs, is that if you are constantly moving and you just don't get too lazy with it, you should be able to avoid most of the enemy's attacks, especially because they're high level. Oh boy. What's he gonna do? What are you planning on doing? Oh god. Okay, good. Good thing I avoided that. This character is a warrior class. It's all about that damage. Defense is not the highest thing in the world, although in this game warriors are very well-rounded. Very good build to start out with and get used to the game. But they have a very high damage output, obviously, but their defense is not. The defense is not bad. Their movement speed is not bad. I mean, it's a very good, solid, all-around build to get used to the game with. This is the only character I have. I got confused at the start of the game. I thought for a second that this was the only character slot that I had. Thought that I should know the audio on the game kind of drowns me out. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all. This game is a little bit louder, I suppose, than other games that I've streamed have been. I appreciate you telling me that, though. Oh lord, I need to move away from here because I don't want to be attacked. Let's see. I don't know if this will do anything about it, but oh god. So I've started something with that tree fella. Welcome to the stream, new viewer. And I was just informed apparently this game is loud as all get out. So I need... I'm streaming straight from my PS4, so I don't know... I'm wondering if turning down the volume of the game from my end will do anything. I don't know if it will. Huh. But, I'm gonna turn it down a couple notches, and, I know for sure it's lower to me now. I don't know how it sounds to you guys. And I'm not trying to yell into the microphone either. because I like my Turtle Beaches, but I don't know if it's the type of microphone that can handle me yelling into it. If there's any suggestions as to what I can do about that audio, please let me know. And if it improves at all, let me know as well. Did that do anything to the audio at all? Am I a little bit less drowned out now? Because the last couple of streams I've actually been able to go back and watch. I didn't think the audio on those streams was too bad. But of course, I haven't streamed this game at all, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to do that again, because we just need to get 2 more basilisk eyes. And yes, when you kill 1 basilisk, you only get 1 eye from it. Luckily, I think that it's getting easier to kill, because my character's got a little bit of leveling on him right now. He's got some pretty nice gear. Start off the game with just the basic stuff, and play enough to get past that basic point. So let's see, kill the basilisk. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this thing and saw that it was one of the creatures that the dude wanted me to gather materials from, I just about pissed my pants, because just looking at it, it's terrifying to look at. I mean, it's a creature that doesn't look like you want to mess with it. It doesn't look like a creature that you want to mess with. That you would want to mess with, that's what I'm trying to say. I gotta say, this game, one of the things that it touts on their official page and in the trailer was it referred to itself as the only MMORPG that's also truly an action game. And I mean, I suppose that's true. It may not be. I know there's one game that I have played that plays something similar to that when I first discovered it. Another game called Smite, Battle of Gods. And, well, I guess Smite, Battle of Gods is more of an RPG, I guess. The camera angle is different from the traditional. This one is, I said at the beginning of this stream, it really blends elements of both traditional MMORPGs and more action adventure games like Skyrim. Skyrim did not have as many of the classical MMORPG elements to it. This one certainly has more of those MMORPG elements that you're used to, but at the same time it's got a campaign to follow, it's got material gathering, it's got all of the things, and plus the visuals are outstanding, I think. Really great melding of the two genres, I think. And this game is still very early on in its life cycle. I mean, very early on. It's a little old baby. I think it's going to catch on pretty well, especially since it's free to play. That's right, it's free to play on the PlayStation Store. At least it was free when I found it. I think I might have found it under the PlayStation Plus area, but it was free there. And of course, you can spend money on the game that allow you to do that, because you don't. Video games in 2018 simply, you can't call yourself a video game in 2018 if you don't allow for microtransaction, alright? You're getting yourself totally free to play, free to download. About 44 gigabytes in size. So they've dedicated a decent amount of space for it. You can tell by the graphical fidelity and the movement of the features and how well these mechanics are working. least I see it. Charge me, bro. Got it. Alright, so we were able to finish that quest, which actually ended up not taking me as, not being as big of a problem as I thought it would be. Granted, it took me a bit longer to whittle that one down, but not too big of a deal. Welcome to the stream, new viewer. Just saw you pop in there. And now one of the other quests that I have is to level... Okay, claim my reward. I can claim my reward. Let's go ahead and do that. You get some nice stuff by claiming your rewards here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to head on back to that dude who assigned us the quest so we can go ahead and claim our reward from that guy as well for 5 pristine eyeballs. Tasty pristine eyeballs. So we're going to go this way because that was a little side quest, and I took a break from the main quest for a little bit just to finish that because I was in the immediate area. You get what you pay for in this life. To be quite honest, there's been very few games that I've played, probably this in fact being the first one, where I have ignored most all of the dialogue and just gone based off of what the quest itself is telling me to do. So let's go ahead and finish that up and complete my reward. Hello. And he also says that he needs basilisk eggs. Keep training hard. Which I was in that nest there, and I walked up to the eggs, and I tried hitting them. I tried using my action button on them, and neither seemed to work. So I can go up there and try it again. One thing I do like about MMORPGs like this is as long as you maintain a reasonable enough distance away from the enemies, like this. I mean, in most games, these enemies would be swarming me right now, but it's just if you get a little bit too close to them that'll provoke them, just like this guy here. These guys are not much of an issue to be dealt with fairly easily. I'm going to take that. Tier 1 feedstock. Got a lot of stuff that I have not even come close to using yet. And of course I have to piss off 2 of them, which is not really a huge concern. Let's go ahead and take care of this one as well. Tell you what, man, these higher tiered weapons, man. I know that's kind of but higher tiered weapons and higher tiered armor, that's the way to go. Just gotta upgrade your character, am I right, Am I right, cousin? Bro? These must be parents. These basilisks must be parents. And yeah, there's no way, I don't think there's any way that I'm gonna sneak by. Yeah, no. I'm not sneaking by that. But the eggs are back there. By the way, it's your girl Davis. How is my audio sounding now? Is it any better? Or is it still kind of meh? I know it's not going to be the most pristine audio in the world regardless, streaming straight from the PS4. But you make the best of what you can. Let's go ahead and see it. Well, first of all, see if somebody's following me. Second of all, let's go to here and let's just continue on with the main storyline, I suppose. What's going on with you? Oh, they're getting chased by it. Let's go ahead and do this. Like having it around me. I love Dabby's little jump and roll out of the way, his little evade move. Let's talk to Isla. however you
You
want to
have
say
my
it.
attention.
We've got a man missing for too long now. I'm worried about him, but leaving my post would endanger so many more. So let's see. I must be Dabby Yeet. Yes, I am Dabby Yeet. Hendry told me about you. If you're looking for the scouts, though, I don't have good news. They were supposed to check in with me this morning, but they did not show up. Hendry says you can handle yourself, so I'd like you to see if you can find them. Their names are Rurik, Duran, Jorbal, and Osden. I'll stay here in case they make it back without you. Those are some interesting names. They are unique names, but at the same time I feel like they're a little bit lazy-ish on the part of the developers, because some of those names, like Osden, really? Like, pretty clear what name that was derived from. Not that I'm trying to shame them for it or anything. Just, I find it funny. Another basilisk here. Are there any more eggs over here that I can try to get a hold of? I don't know if there are. So, I'm just going to completely ignore the basilisk egg quest. Welcome to the stream, new viewer. Hope you enjoy your time here. Just saw you pop in. And what we're going to do... not that. Wait, no. We were trying to do that. We're going to hide that because I don't want to look at it. So, oh, look at that mount. It's a nice, beautiful mount. So let's see. We want to go to this area. We need to find these scouts that are missing. Which shouldn't be too big of an issue to do. Oh, this little carnivorous plant. It does absolutely nothing to me. Let's see here. So, just keep following the question marks and you should be good. I really do, I recommend giving this game a look. It's free to play, like I said, on the PlayStation Store. And, it's been really fun so far. I'm still very early on in the game. It's got an open world kind of vibe to it. Again, it's an MMORPG action adventure type of game, and it's been a really good time for me so far. And I know, absolutely know, you will most likely enjoy it as well. Especially when you get to create little characters like this one. Like little Daddy Yeet over here. So, let's see. Take up the coins. Pick up whatever else there is. I know my inventory's got to be reaching its limit pretty soon here. Last time I checked, I had about 30 out of, I believe it was 48 slots. So let's see. Austin's a scout. Need to talk to him.
Falcon rules. Keep it up.
Okay. So I need to search for the missing scouts. There's one of them. Let's go and keep on looking around, see if we can find any more of them. I'll bet there's another one up here somewhere. We can go ahead and take on this guy. Welcome to the stream. This is my first ever morning stream. I've done all of my streams to this point either in the evening or a couple in the afternoon. But I like the morning streaming. It's really nice seeing the sunlight coming in through my window for a change. If we're being quite honest. I don't tend to be a morning person at all, which is strange because when I was born pretty early. I guess bad first impression. So there's another one of the scouts. Oh boy, this is not good. This is the body of a young female soldier. Man, looks like she was savaged by a huge beast. I'll bet it was a basilisk. That's what I'll bet it was. But they don't seem like they would be the type to go looking for trouble. They seem like the type that would only be attacking if provoked. Gaming and streaming is a great way to start the morning. I agree. I agree. I tuned in and saw both yours and Blitzu Cranku's streams yesterday, and really liked what I saw and thought I should get in on the action of the morning stream. Had some Lucky Charms cereal this morning and got my day started off pretty right. And before I streamed this, I actually I ate the Lucky Charms and then was able to watch a couple of episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! On Hulu. That's my latest anime series that I'm trying to run through. It's funny because I've fairly recently gotten into anime. The Dragon Ball series kind of got me hooked into it. That was my gateway drug, so to speak. And it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the latest one that I'm watching, and I went into that for some reason. I don't know why I thought this. For some reason, I thought it was a shorter anime, like one season or so. And I thought that I was in for, you know, oh, this is going to be a nice little in-between anime to watch, a nice short little thing to watch before I transition to a more, you know, grand anime. I think what I had in line next was Yu Yu Hakusho. I was wrong. I was so wrong about Yu-Gi-Oh! And its length. The first series alone has 5 seasons, each of which have at least 48 episodes apiece. So that's actually rivaling Dragon Ball Z in a lot of aspects, as far as a number of episodes go. And then, not only that, there are about 4 or 5 other different Yu-Gi-Oh! Series after that original one. I don't know why I thought that it was such a short-lived series. And after I've watched most of the first season of the first series, and for the longest time I kind of ignored the Yu-Gi-Oh! The series. I kind of ignored it because it just seemed like it wouldn't be something that I would be into, but I was dead wrong. That series is awesome. So awesome. The concept of dual monsters is really great. And I gotta give props to those writers and those creators of that show, because it's one thing to have to create a show in and of itself and create a fictional world in and of itself. But then when you add on top of that having to create a fictional card game that has its own little rules and whatnot, with the various monster cards and trap cards and magic cards and all that goes on there, it's amazing. And gotta give props to those creators. I don't know if they get the credit that they deserve. Okay, there's another scout that I'm looking for, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like... Okay, the body's still warm? That's creepy. Find the remaining scout who may still be alive. Actually, I already ran into the remaining scout who is still alive. He is over here. I actually met him first. So apparently I did that backwards of the way that I was supposed to. Who am I? I am the great Dabby Yeet, the walking pug with the blind's glasses. Get away, not me too. We made it inside all right, but we didn't get very far before they spotted us. We ran, but they caught us and slaughtered us one after another. I'm only alive because I hid by this tree, but my friends, I heard their death screams. They went on forever. Take my report back to Hendry along with my resignation. I don't care what the Federation does to me for deserting. It can't be worse than what happened to my friends. Wow. That's pretty disturbing. Deliver the scout's report to Isla, however you want to say it. I'm going to say Isla, because that's just how I want to say it. No particular reason. So we need to go back. Where is she? Oh, she's over this way. Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful mount. Leave me alone. Don't attack me. Don't attack me either. I've done nothing to use thus far. Killed a ton of your cousins, but I have done nothing to you personally. Okay, Isla.
I'm here to help.
Man missing for too long. Some gave all. Killed? Yes. Should have known he wasn't ready, so one of them was a rookie. Well, that just makes this all so much better.
I have a moment for you.
Nice to see we got a pearl. And, oh, we can access a new skill now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Man missing. Okay, that's the same thing she's been saying. So, the one with the red exclamation mark is a main quest thing. And then the side quest, is the little yellow exclamation mark. Hello and welcome to the stream, new viewer. Hope you enjoy your time here. We're playing some TERA. And I'm about to decide, or not decide, I'm going to take on both of them just so I can see what they are. The report you brought revealed the location of the Bastion entrance and gave us the name of their commander, Mordranek, whatever you want to say. Get your final briefing and then get in there.
You have my attention.
Awesome sauce. Pulling the fangs. Gotta get, it isn't enough to cut off the head of this insidious threat. We must remove their means to threaten us in the future. Use this explosive to destroy any weapon chests in the Bastion. So, I get a side quest that ties in with my main quest that will give me extra rewards if I complete it. Which is awesome. So now we need to head this way. There's a beautiful little rabbit. I could totally slice and dice it, but I choose not to. I am supposed to be a nature guardian after all. I believe this, I believe the species, the race that Dabby is something, they are called Paporis? Yeah, they are called the Papori, and they are nature guardians. Oh, so we're supposed to kill the basilisk, huh? Alright. Yeah, before I'll do it again. Love it when I get a compliment. Love the way that Dabby is built. Like, not just like his physical appearance. I like making him a warrior. This warrior truly is the really easy and balanced build, easy to learn build that can get you used to the game's mechanics and introduced to kind of how stuff works. If you're familiar with, you know, MMORPGs, it'll be a pretty but I think it bridges the gap very nicely with hardcore MMORPGs, both like some of those more classic elements. But it also does a good job of, as the great Todd Howard from Bethesda, when you press a button, something amazing happens. It has that element. Clearly see. Oh man, expect this game to get a lot of I expect this game to get a lot of good attention because it deserves it, man. This game is hella fun. Let's see. So we got to go this way. Pick that up. Kill basilisks. We need to. Okay, so the side quests. The side quest tells us that we need to hunt basilisks. So we got 3 things going on at the moment. Report to Jodok and Crescentia. That's the main little, you know, village here. Kill 3 basilisks. So we have one side quest that tells us to kill 3, and then another one that tells us to kill 5. And don't worry, they'll all spawn back, so there's no issue there. Okay, so let's go ahead. Jump out of the way. Pick up. Dylan Man, am I... Oh, Dylan Man's here now. Am I a rabbit or a panda? Okay, so this race is referred to as the Papori, but what I was going for was actually a pug, like a pug face, but with a, you know, cotton-ish tail. It's kind of random. This race here is absolutely adorable. This little Papori, the Papori creatures, they're supposed to be nature guardians in this game, and you can make them a variety of, you know, adorable little animals. You can give them the face of a ferret, you can give them the face of a raccoon, a rabbit, a pug, a panda, a puppy, a kitten. I mean, it's ridiculous how adorable they are. It's also ridiculous how dangerous this guy can be. Because I'm currently I leveled up to 22. I've been playing the game for a good little bit, still fairly early on. I've been playing it for a good little bit, and I've been having a really fun time. But to answer your question, I guess if I had to choose between rabbit and panda, I would say that Davy resembles a panda a little bit more, but I was going for a pug. Davy, still can't believe that was, I can't believe those are two words that have even enter the same phrase, much less become a name. But in many ways, it's perfect. So I guess he just decides to jump right over me. Just FYI, the game audio is louder than me, mostly when I'm in combat. Yeah, Itchy Girl Davis told me about that earlier. I know that the music definitely picks up during combat. I apologize for that. I tried turning down the game audio on my end a little bit. I don't know if that helps out with the broadcast at all, but I'll go ahead and try to turn it down just one more time. Give it a couple of notches, and I don't know if that's helping at all. I can't exactly, I don't have supreme control over the audio levels right now, because I also do have to be conscious. I set my microphone level and make sure it's good before every stream, and it's at about the same level that I've been streaming with. Some games tend to be louder than others. For example, this game a lot louder than something like Unravel is, but Itchy Girl Davis, if you hold down the PS button and turn down the headphone volume, it should work. So it's the headphone volume. The only thing I'm afraid of is if I hold down the PS button, and that takes it if that takes it off of this game screen, that might stop the broadcast, because that's exactly what happened when I transferred over to Skyrim the other night from Unravel. So it's more about my headphone volume. Well, actually, I might be able to adjust that just on the side of my headphone. Let me kill this basilisk first. You know what? Oh, did he just walk through a wall? Where did he go? I didn't know they made another Kung Fu Panda game. This is awesome. I mean, essentially, that's essentially what's going on here. Except this, if I had to wager any money, I'd say this little guy is probably more deadly than Poe is. I might be wrong, but I don't see Poe using dual-wielding blades very much. Headphone volume. As soon as I feel this faster, TERA, awesome. I went inside of it for a second. Oh, there were basilisk eggs over there. Basilisk eggs. I saw them. Oh, there's one. Oh, I can actually get it now. I couldn't get them, or I couldn't find them at the last place I was at. So now maybe I can actually do something about that little side quest that I ignored. So let's see. Headphone volume. I don't know if adjusting it on the side of my headphone will help at all, but I can do that for sure and know that it's a safe thing as far as not cutting off my broadcast. Because this is going really well so far. This is a really fun gem of a game. I mean, I stayed up pretty late last night playing it, and I was looking forward to playing it again today. And I thought this would be a perfect game to stream. And I do have a plan. I have plans to be out of town at some point today. But I said, well, I'll have more than enough time in the morning to... I'm not going to try to do that. I'll have plenty of time in the morning to get this done. That I wouldn't be able to. Why not add this to the list of regularly streamed games? First game was awesome. First game. Well, I mean, I appreciate it. The first game was awesome. I like to think of all the games I play are awesome. But I know that that's not always the case. I appreciate that person helping me out. And so, I'm still kind of salty about how unraveling it is tonight. If none of you guys were there, what happened was, the game, I got to a certain point in it where the yarn, the little trail of yarn that goes behind the main character, it got caught and like stuck in a platform. And it got stuck in such a way that I was not able to get it back out, and I needed to have every little bit of yarn to be able to progress with the story. And I kept trying to unglitch it and like move it around, but it just was not happening. So I ended up having to stop that stream, and it had really pissed me off by that point, so I just said, well, we'll just go and default to Skyrim and give a little bit of extended stream time on that, because I know this past Sunday, which was Easter Sunday, I didn't get to stream at all that day. We were out doing stuff with the family and got back really late, and I didn't really want to stream that night because I figured that most people were busy, and plus it was late as hell. So I tried to make up for it with extended stream on Wednesday, but it didn't go as planned, but I did end up getting 2 different streams out of it, so I guess in the end it worked out alright. I don't need to look at that again, I don't know why I did that. Let's see, 4 out of 5. We can kill one more basilisk and get that side quest. So let's see here. How's the audio sound, guys? Any difference? Heard it all? Or is the combat still kind of drowning me out? I saw, was yesterday your first? Because I popped in for a stream. I was riding the car on the road, so I couldn't stay for too long. But I saw where you were streaming when I popped onto Twitch, and tried to stop by for just a minute. How did the stream go? You were playing Sonic, if I recall. Combat still down from now. I'm gonna have to remember what Girl Davis told me about headphone volume. Is that something that I need? Is the headphone volume something that would it be better if I adjusted it on the console itself, or do you think that it could work if I just turn the knob a little bit down on the side of my headphone? Because I feel like turning the knob down on the side of my headphone might not help on your guys' end. So while we have a bit of a reprieve here... Oh yeah, thanks for stopping by, just using that game as kind of a test to test the thing you capture video from my older con. You played on an older console. What console did you play on? Let's go ahead and collect my rewards from that, and we'll also go ahead. Might as well both. Might as well both. Let's see. I can never remember which dial. It's not a knob, it's a dial. Little wheel, whatever you want to call it. But it was a GameCube game. You gotta show respect to the GameCube, man. I don't know very many people who still have GameCubes to this day. GameCube was a real gem of a console, though. That little opening sequence will forever be super iconic. I hope you had a fun time streaming it. I wasn't able to stick by for very long because we were on the road, so it was connection was pretty shoddy. But it looked good, man. It looked good. So, no, the one on the side is directed to you. The PS menu way to turn down the volume is basically the input. I'd buy one, but with a Wii, right now it seems a little pointless. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, It's Your Girl Davis, about doing it on the system. I will make sure that that is in order for later tonight, because I do still plan on, when I get back home tonight, streaming Fallout 4. I don't know exactly what time that's going to start, because I know I'll be getting back home, you know, a little bit later, but it won't be like super late. Like I'll be back home, you know, a good bit before midnight. So for sure that will be taking place as well. So another 2 stream day, except this time it's actually intentional. But yes, I'll certainly do something about the headphone volume by the time the stream tonight rolls around. Gotta love the GameCube, that's right. But I see your point about if you have a Wii and you have a system right now that can play the game, no use in going out and spending extra money if you have something that can take care of it right now. Which, speaking of that, I have, I finally was able to, heck yeah, Luigi's Mansion, Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Sonic, you got it all. So Dylan, man, while we're on that subject, and It's Your Girl Davis, you can of course get in on this too. Of the 2 big mascots, who do you side with? Are you Team Sonic or are you Team Mario? Just curious to know. I don't have a strong opinion either way, although I do feel like I played more Sonic games growing up than I did Mario games. Just me personally, that is. Ah, Jesus. I didn't need those noxious fumes. Oh, he didn't release any. Weird. Let's see here. Luigi's Mansion. What were we doing? What are we supposed to be doing? Oh, we're supposed to go back to that scout. Is that anybody's gold? Not mine, apparently. Played a fair amount of both, but the quality of Sonic games kind of went down over time. Mario games still kicking.
Step lively now.
You like both, though? Yeah, I mean, I like both. It's an interesting point you make about you feel the Sonic games that have gone down in quality over time. I haven't played a ton of Sonic games recently. I remember two of the more recent Sonic games that I played. Well, one of them technically, I mean, it's a Sonic character, but one game that I played several years ago, but was one of the more recent Sonic games that I played was Shadow the Hedgehog, which I thought was absolutely badass at first, but then kind of dipped as the game went along. And then Sonic Heroes, which Sonic Heroes I thought was amazing. I love Mario as I love Mario as they have better replay, but Sonic's good. Honestly, it's based totally on went downhill. Like what was Sonic Forces? I never actually played Sonic Forces, but I've heard things about it. Donkey Kong, yeah, Donkey Kong. That's the game. That was probably one of the first games I ever got introduced to as a kid, because at our old house, my dad had his old Nintendo. Zelda's your favorite Nintendo franchise? You know, you're going to be offended when I say this, but I have... Okay, it's not that I've never played a Zelda game, but basically I've never played a Zelda game before. I played a little bit of the demo of Breath of the Wild when I went to, what is it, Best Buy not too long ago, but I've never been too involved with Zelda, although I am educated enough to know that Link and Zelda are two different people. And I know that Link is usually the main hero of the game. So I'm not a complete noob in that respect. What I am a complete noob in, though, is staying on track and figuring out where I'm supposed to be going and what I'm supposed to be doing. And just so we're clear on the audio issue, it is mainly, at least for this game, it's mainly when I go into combat. Just by Ocarina of Time and an N64, and I'm willing to bet your opinion will change. Well, I don't have a strong opinion on Zelda. I mean, I know it's iconic, and I would love to play it. What's this dude doing? Oh, nothing. I would love to play it. Donkey Kong, though, was probably one of the earliest games I ever got introduced to, because my dad had his old Nintendo system there at the house, and we would occasionally break it out with some of the old cartridges, and Donkey Kong was one of those old games that we had that we would bust out and play. Can we just take a minute to appreciate the swagger with which Debbie Yeats struts about the town, struts about the wilderness? I also think that his little pipe in his mouth that's there at all times is a nice touch. Am I supposed to be using this? Bastion of Lock Teleportal? I don't feel like I need to use that. I feel like I can be just fine going this way. So, let's see. And just so you guys know, this stream, as well as tonight's stream and all future streams that I do, they will be archived both on Twitch, temporarily on Twitch. And so you're telling me this ain't a Kung Fu Panda sequel? Technically not, although it wouldn't surprise me if at least a couple of the developers were fans. Because I'm telling you, man, I hopped into this character that I already made because I feel, you know, it was the best way to really get the gameplay going and have something happening. But the next time I stream this, what we can do is I can create a new character, and I will rely heavily on feedback from the comments to create said character. And there's a lot of options besides getting a Papori race, but the Papori I feel are pretty darn perfect if you ask me. What in the hell am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to go this way? Pretty sure I'm supposed to go this way. One more I didn't even read. Report to Jodak and Crescentia. Open instance matching and queue. Oh, that's what that was for online, like, playing and whatnot. I don't want to do that quite yet. Pulling the things, weapon crates. Oh, wait a minute, I think I need to do that in there too. Only normal advanced quests. So, we're gonna go ahead and hide that as well. We just need one more basilisk egg, though, to get that done. So, let's go ahead and try to get an egg. And then we'll be on our merry way back to speak to Jodak and Crescentia, but also to collect basilisk eggs, I should say. I wonder if we can just go straight in and get one. Probably can. Ah, what luck. I thought that those bigger striped ones were the eggs at first, but apparently they're not. Apparently the eggs are the smaller, whiter, more egg-looking eggs. So let's head back to Jodak in the town, and we'll see where the wind might take us on our jaunty little stroll. What is L2? Wow, when did I change that? Or did that ever change? I don't think I've ever used that skill before. Probably just unlocked it. You know what would be a lot faster than me just hoofing it on foot? It's me hoofing it on hoof with my horse. Issued to me by the organization that I'm a part of, the Federation, whatever you might call it. Wherever in the hell is... Which way do I need to be going? I've forgotten which way I need to go. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do at all. So let's display zone quest markers, and what we need to be doing is going to Jodak. And let's go to the smaller scale. Wow, we went pretty deep in the woods. We need to deliver these eggs to Parlan, that same dude that we were talking to not too long ago. If I could just remember what way he is. Oh, wait a minute, I think that's them right over there. Is it? Yeah, it totally is. So, let's get off of our horse and go ahead and give him the stuff.
Oh, hello.
Breaking a few eggs, creepy eggs. Does he intend to eat them? Find a basilisk victim's corpse in the bestial veil. A basilisk victim's corpse in the bestial veil. That's not creepy at all. I'm starting to have questions about that, that scientist character. I feel like his motives might be a little bit ulterior. These guys, man, you gotta give them their space. Is that a corpse? Oh, yep, there's an unfortunate victim. Let's interact with that and get our stuff from there, which is absolutely disgusting, I'm sure. So that we can go back and we can give the thing to Parlan. Creepy old scientist Parlan. He seemed like an alright dude when I first met him, but now I just don't know.
You get what you pay for in this life. Keep training hard.
I guess we don't do anything. Collect the remains. I thought we just did. Well, maybe we had to do it for real. So let's collect the remains and make it official. Yep. Collect those remains. Truly the work of, Yep, now we can return to Parlan. Yeah, for real though, I am starting to question this dude. Seemed pretty cool before, but apparently... The more you... the more you get to know someone, the less you know them. They weren't even after me, but I mean... You help out friends. Oh yeah, that guy had a couple of things too.
You need something from
But
me?
I'm not going to worry about them just yet. I will go ahead and... Okay, so now all we have is reporting to Joe Duck. But before that, we will talk to this guy and see if he can accept that. He's probably going to eat me. It wouldn't surprise me.
You need my help?
Huh.
Farewell.
So now we have those
Our foes are fearful. Bring it.
Wow, each one of these people has something
Always
to do for
ready
me.
to fight.
So that's
See you
where
at
the
the victory
resemblance to
march.
Skyrim comes in, is that everybody makes you an errand boy. You will always end up an errand boy, no matter what you do, no matter how prestigious your stature. You shall always be an errand boy in some shape or form. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, we need resources, and I'm glad to get the rewards, but at the same time, they do realize that I can slay, like, everything here, right? Just be nice to get a little bit of respect every now and then, as both the Dragonborn and the hero in, TERA. Granted, I'm still pretty early on in the, play. So, we'll have to wait and see how things pan out. What's going on here? Okay, so this is a Vanguard outpost. But what I need to be doing is going back to Crescentia. If I can just remember what... Oh, there, we're going the right way. Awesome. Just gotta keep running that way on my horse. So glad that I have this mount. I did have a pet, too. I don't know what happened to him. This isn't... I don't think this game is quite like some other games, such as the Elder Scrolls Online, where in the Elder Scrolls Online, if you have a pet, the pet is purely accessory. It doesn't do anything. It can't be harmed, but it also doesn't do anything for you. Whereas I've noticed I had a little pet frog creature in this game, and he was actually useful because he would go around and gather up little items for you off of fallen enemies. Which I guess making them useful also puts them at risk of attack, which kind of sucks. Is this game online? Yes, it is an online game. You should be fully prepared to climb a mountain. Okay. This game is online. Yes, it is. You have to, at the beginning of the game, in order to play it, you get to choose a server to log on to. So yeah, you need to have an internet connection to be able to play this game. However, the game itself is free, so you don't have to worry about paying for stuff. Obviously, there are things that you can't purchase, but the game itself is free. So, wait, what did you just tell me to do? Oh my, I'm yawning a lot. Report to Harath at Godric's farm in Celestial Hills. Excuse me. Is that on this map? I don't know if it is. It probably is, though. Level 23, Celestial Hills. So I'm pretty much on par with what they're asking me to do. I'm making good progress. So let's go ahead and check our map. Go to the world map and small scale map. Now we have to go to Hera. Wait a minute. No, that's... I think that's actually on a different part, like a different province altogether. Yep. So we're right now we're in the Oblivion Woods, so we need to go back through Crescentia and then travel through the Valley of Titans to get to Celestial Hills, which I have not been to yet. That's the other thing about this game that makes it so cool, is that it's on a pretty damn big scale. Damn big scale, I should say. The map is quite large. I mean, just early on in the game, I got to go to like one of the main cities, and the city was absolutely massive. This little town looks pretty nice, and of course there's a world outside of the castle walls to explore. Oh, and the way that you can get from place to place if you don't want to walk on foot to everywhere is you can spend a few tokens and you talk to the flight person and they will get you a Pegasus to ride around to take you to and from your next destination. What I'm wondering is, can I just ignore that and set out on my own? Kinda hoping that I could. Let's check the map again one more time. Quest tracker. And we will display. Do we really need to ride a Pegasus for this? It seems like it would be within horse riding distance. Maybe I just need to go another way. So let's see here. We're going to go this way. I don't think I have actually went this way yet. Going out of town. Oh, there's another one of my folk. Just to give you an idea of what other Paporis may look like. I'm really slurring together words right now. It's kind of weird. I did say before that I wasn't a morning person generally. Oh yeah. So now we can set off on the road on our valiant steed. And what are these things? I've never seen these before. What are these things? Can't really tell. They look like something I'd want to fight. What are they? Are you like a boar creature or something? Yeah, they must be like boars or something. Yeah. Not too much of a challenge. Oh well. They are interesting animals though, for sure. Get back up on the horse so we can get there with a little bit of speed. I'm hoping that I'm going the right way. Plan is to stick to the road and just let it take us wherever it may. I don't know if fast travel is a thing in this game. I think that you need to go fly by Pegasus or get there on foot. On foot or on hoof. And now they're chasing me. That's lovely. They're very aggressive creatures, and there's a hell of a lot of them all over the place. Maybe this wasn't the best idea. Okay, well, they will give up on chasing you after a while, so that's good to know. Let's continue to go this way, try not to get too close to them. And if they see a horse running around, they're going to want to chase it, I presume. Luckily, I don't think any of them are fast enough to catch it. Now we've got new things. What's all this? What are those? Running into stuff that I've never seen before. Oh Lord, they're hostile. Let's go ahead and attack them. Well, they're not very... They're not particularly powerful. This thing I might be over-leveled for this little area. It's a very big possibility. I'd like to get a closer look at that thing without it attacking me, but that's just... You thought you could have on me. You had no idea who you were messing with, did you? The great Dabby Yeet shall not be trifled with. Oh. Verdra plant. How lovely. Let's go ahead and get back on our course. Before we go too much further, let's get away from these guys, 'cause I'm tired of dealing with them. They're not really a threat, they're more of a nuisance. So let's see. Keep on going around, keep on walking, and we will see just... okay, we're going to go up this way because there's actually, it looks like civilization. At least I'm hoping. Then again, it could be the civilization of these guys, which you wouldn't want. Oh, Arcadia Guard. So it looks like this is a cool place to be, maybe, hopefully. Then again, these guys are here. Oh, I just wandered right into their village. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Well, then why is this Arcadia Guard here?
I'm starving.
Outlaw on the... oh. Interesting outfit
Life
there.
is so unfair.
So what do you want me to do now? I need to clear out these quests. Some of them anyway. Hide it. Hide it. Hide it. Hide it. What does she want me to do? Collect headdresses from Guthrin brigands and pillagers in Colchester. So I think it's safe to say that I'm not headed the way that I originally intended to go. Which is why I need to go ahead and check my map. Well, actually... well, no, I am kind of headed towards where I need to go. It just might take me a minute to get there. But I knew that you could reach it on foot. I knew it. So now I just need to figure out what exactly is the right way to go. I need to keep on going that way. Follow the road to whatever direction this goes. I don't really have a compass pulled up at the moment, so we'll have to wait and see how everything progresses. Here we go, riding along on our horse. Beautiful, beautiful horse, and we can pick up our gold along the way. So let's see. Try to avoid these things as best we can. Even if they do go aggro on us, we should be able to run away from them fairly easily on our horse, because horses are the bomb. They're quite helpful, especially for traversing long distances, because apparently this one has limitless stamina. Well, no, this is taking us right back to the area we came from. Right back to the area that we came from, I should say. They still chasing? Yeah, they are. Let's go across the bridge and see if that deters them at all. Still. I don't think they're still chasing, so that's good. Don't get too close to those ones. Let's check our map once again to see if we are headed in the right direction. We need to go to Hera. Where is that? That's Kashid's land? Wherever the hell. We need to go back the way we were going. Which shouldn't be too much of a problem. On horseback, anyway. I wonder what will happen if I go this way. What's this way? Maybe that will get us closer to our destination. I know it'll get us closer to a couple of rabbits, which I would much rather deal with than whatever those things are. Honestly, they're not that difficult to deal with. It's just there's so many of them. I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. Damn things are all over the place. Is that like... Huh, thought something was going on there. Can't stop for too long because I think I may have aggroed a few of them. Oh, what are these? Oh lord, are they hostile too? Okay. They will aggro me if I stay in their space for too long, which I can respect. I do like seeing the interesting types of creatures around here and all their different interpretations of the wildlife in this game. Let's go ahead and check the map once again, and we should be headed down the right path, generally at least. What's this place? This looks like... Well, I'm not quite sure what this looks like. Oh my lord. Wow, these cows have seen better days for sure.
Where
What are you up to? Scared? Who's scared? I'm not scared. Did someone tell you I was scared? Who was it? Because they lied. I'm most definitely not scared. Oh, denial is the clincher. Help me fix my fence for my father. I'm not allowed to leave. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just need to find a junk box.
This isn't my first rodeo.
Ravenous and starving hyenas. So those things are hyenas? That is disturbing news. I don't want to deal with hyenas. Oh boy. I do not want to deal with hyenas. But then again, they're not that difficult to deal with for me. Man, these dead cows are everywhere. Just absolutely everywhere. Let's go ahead and deal with these hyenas. As they yell at me and try to charge me. Bastards. Yeah, they're not too much of a problem at all. Not at all. I gotta say, I'm really liking the idea of having a morning stream. Full of scraps and tools and whatnot. So does that mean that... What exactly do I need to do about that? Level 17, Valley of Oh god. They're back, attacking again. But I really like how this stream has gone so far for the morning stream, and I think I might make it a more regular thing. It's just kind of a spur of the moment type deal today, but could become a more regular thing going forward because I'm really liking it. It's a lot of fun. It's not enough can be said about how encouraging it is to see the sun shining through my window early on for the stream. Welcome to the stream. Got a couple of viewers that just popped in. Happy to have you here. And right now we are hunting down some hyenas in the land of TERA. And we're also surrounded by giant deer-looking things. I think they are just deer. Wow, hyenas on the hunt. It's like this world's version of National Geographic. Luckily, my character doesn't have too much of a problem with these hyenas. And what we need to do... collect headdresses from... Okay, that's not what I need to do. Junk box. All it says is junk box. Does that mean I need to go back and fix the fences myself? I have a feeling that might be what I need to do. So let's see here. On a side note, how damn annoying is it getting random calls all the time from numbers in places that you have never been to, numbers that you're not familiar with, who are persistently calling you and even leaving you voicemails trying to spam the hell out of you. How annoying does that get? I just got one on my phone right now. My phone's in front of me, and I just got a call from a number such as that. It's common courtesy to answer my phone. Well, I don't know who the hell it is. The thing was from New Jersey. I've never been to New Jersey. I know that it's scammy, so I'm not even going to bother with it. I have answered a few times just to see, because occasionally there'll be, you know, like a North Carolina number, so I'm like, oh, you know, you never know. It could be, you know, a number or like a business or something that wants to talk to me.
You need my help?
But most of the time it's not. Most of the time that's not what it is. Eliminating these skull crushers. So pretty much I'm just going around and picking up whatever random quests there are, and kind of filling out the world too. But we can always come back to this little area. I was indeed on the right track to going towards the main quest objective, or the main thing, because it is actually this way, or according to what the roads say anyway. Nice to see some cows have managed to survive. So where is the road exactly that leads over there? I think I just need to keep on going this way. So let's see here. Yeah, we'll just keep following the roads this way. What's that? Is that a dead sheep? I think that's a dead sheep. You got these damn troll-looking guys everywhere. They don't look like good news at all. So I'm just going to try to avoid them as best I can. And apparently these are hyenas, which is disturbing. Oh man. Luckily they're not particularly fast. And no, I don't think they laughed at me either. They do try to jump at you and they scream at you though. So they do that. Let's keep on going this way so that we can get a little bit closer to our primary objective, which should show up on the map pretty soon. Because I saw it just a minute ago. Unless it's just disappeared all of a sudden. We need to go back and make sure that we are viewing this correctly. Yes, apparently we are headed on the right track. So we are heading down the right direction. But, well, what is this town up here? Kashyyyk. I was hoping that I was going to be able to get there on foot, but if I'm not able to find a way, I have no shame in taking the Pegasus route. Let's go that way. Let's see if we can go around this way. I think this might be our ticket here. Welcome to the stream, newest viewer. Hope you're enjoying me riding on a horse, trying to figure out the best way to get to my main objective. So, these guys are fighting, they can never get along. Actually, these guys look different from the other ones. Yeah, these are definitely different types of creatures. But I'm not trying to mess with them at all right now. I am trying to follow this little road and get down to the area that I need to be in. There's something very, very soothing about being able to just run through the countryside on horseback. Even when you are surrounded by hungry hyenas and giant scary looking deer. Something very peaceful about it, I should say. So here comes our turn. And if we just follow this road down here, this should take us through the little canyon way and into the area that will lead us to our main objective. And the further along you progress in the game, the more branching your quests are going to get. I mean, you saw when I went to that little town just how many side quests one can pick up. And what do you know? Creatures change just like that. Well, hyenas are still here, so maybe not too much change. Let's keep on going this way, and looks like it's been, yeah, looks like fall here, or what would be fall to us. Fall, autumn, whatever you want to call it. Let's see here. What are those? Oh, those are rams, sheep, rams. I think they're rams. You can actually get one of those as a pet at some point. Oh, and apparently they don't like to be messed with. Can't say that I blame them, especially when you live surrounded by those things and hyenas and whatnot. So we're almost closing in on our main objective. Somebody's commanding something to attack. There's a little bit of a skirmish going on. But we are just worried about getting to our main objective right now. And here it is. We're finally here.
You need my help?
Talking to this centurion dude. No one mentioned this posting meant hordes of orcans and kobolds. So orcans, I guess they're like orcish type creatures. Scruffy Kumis herders. Is that a Star Wars reference? Scruffy nerf herder. Huh. See those stones with the blue markings? They just appeared and the researchers are calling them Betaliths. The Kumesis can't resist them, and apparently neither can the researchers. I need to find out where the Bealiths came from, but I also need to keep these eggheads safe. Before I can authorize any surveys, I need to make sure Kumesis aren't going to cause problems. And that's where I come in. Awesome. Now, that does mean we're going to have to enter into some more combat pretty soon. Although, I need to check my inventory to make sure I've got the best equipment equipped for the job. Okay, I've got my best weapons, got my best armor on, got all of this looking good, so we can actually go ahead and sell our unnecessary crap to get it off of our back. Go ahead and sell the hiss and tackle, and we'll go ahead and sell the watch and weep as well because they just don't serve any purpose for us. And I think we can go ahead and keep the rest of the stuff. You always need to have a few empty spaces in your inventory, as any, as any gamer should probably know. So what exactly? We need to eliminate Radat? Sure thing, bro. To start taking care of these guys. They're not really that powerful. Yeah, I feel like I may be leveled up a little bit for this area, which I'm perfectly fine with. I am all about that damage per second, if you know what I'm saying. This guy, oh, he really let us have it. Maybe he didn't need that help. I feel kind of like a douche saying that. Oh well, you can get over it. Reverse cutting skill. Now, and we'll just miss and look like an idiot. Oh, well, that one. It says that they're level 22, so they are on par with me. I'm assuming this game is like most games of its ilk, where the enemies kind of level with you, or they're, at least on par with you anyway. Again, generally speaking, I'm pretty new to this game, just because the game itself is really new. I mean, I just found out about the game really yesterday, and the fact that I have spent so much time playing it to tell you everything you need to know, everything you need to know about the game itself. Really awesome game, and I highly recommend you checking it out for yourself. You will have a fun time if you enjoy MMORPGs and action RPGs. It's a great blend of the two. I would say probably at this point a more successful, or maybe not more successful, but more balanced than a game like Skyrim offers. And by a balanced blend, I mean between more traditional MMORPGs and action RPGs. So let's go ahead and get our rewards from that. And so now we can eliminate Radat. I guess he must be like the leader or something. That's what I'm going to assume. So this is the area. He's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, yep, I think it's safe to say that I found him. What do you guys think? Okay, so stop being so sloppy. I think my false sense of security has lulled me into believing that I can take a crap ton of damage that I'm not designed to take. So let's go ahead and pop a bit of a potion, and then we can handle Radat, however you want to say his name. Where did he go? He moves fairly fast for a guy of his size. A creature of his size. Whatever you want to say. What even is he? He looks frightening as hell. Let's wait until he gets separated a little bit from those other guys. I kind of want to take him on by when he's by himself. Let's go around here and meet him on the way around. He likes to sit down for literally like a millisecond and then get right back up. Never really understood that type of logic. Alright, let's go in for the kill. Ooh, he looks pretty tough. Let's get some poison in there to help us out. And apparently he does not want to fight back at this point. He's probably hiding some super powerful attack. Yeah, now I decided. The thing about these larger enemies is that a lot of the time they're fairly slow. So if you just stay alert and put in your fingers, you should be able to handle these types of fights with relative ease. I've already whittled him down. It helps to have a fairly high damage per second. Awesome. I did it. See, that's the thing about games like this, is that when you have a big, scary-looking boss, oftentimes they end up being not as much of a challenge as smaller, more agile characters. which that's a theme that was explored a lot in One Punch Man. If you ever watched One Punch Man, you'll notice that he's called One Punch Man because he supposedly can beat any opponent with a single punch. And the majority of his opponents, at least during the first season of the anime, were exponentially larger than him, many times larger than him, and he would beat them all with one punch. The guy who gave him the greatest semblance of a challenge was a guy who was his size, like a smaller dude. So, what do we want to do now? I took out Radit, so I need to report back, is what I need to do. Let's do that as quickly as possible, so we can keep this moving on along nice and smooth. Gotta love how you run right in front of them and they just don't care because they're too focused on trying to get that other guy. I wonder if he's doing that on purpose, trying to bait them into an area with more support. If he's a lower level character.
You need my help?
I don't know if he is. So,
you need my help?
Give us a new thing, and we'll go ahead and accept this other side quest too, so that we'll already have it ready to go. What do we need to do now? Find Shriya in the central Omphalos Plains. So we need to be going this way. We shall continue our crusade out into this area. At times I look at it and say, oh, this looks kind of like a desert, but then I see trees around and it's very, more of a savanna looking type. So let's see here. Going to go ahead and keep running around and see. Oh my, that's these are I guess this area's version of centaurs. A little bit creepier than I remember centaurs looking. Man, tell you what, after this stream is over, I'm about to go just down a nice glass of water. Bit of dry mouth starting to set in just slightly. So let's report to this researcher.
Victory for Valkyon.
The Reckless Seekers.
What hand
Awesome.
of cards
Went
brought
ahead
you
and got
here?
that done. Excuse me. So now we need to kill Kadas and retrieve his amulet. I wonder which one he could be. Oh lord, I thought those were giant skulls for a second. I should know better than that. Let's see here. I wonder which one... Is it like one of these guys? Well, it says that they're mercenaries of some kind. Let's go ahead and put that to the test. I think I recognize which one they want to go after. Sure do love crashing into the ground. What is it? Larger than they sure do want to do it a lot. Welcome to stream, newest viewer. I hope that you enjoy your time here. Right now we're battling with a big ugly centaur-looking guy, who actually has really nice health, really good resistance. But it might be a little bit of damage to the body. There we go, over there. Don't let him hit you with it. Don't let him do it. Yeah, he's just trying to trample us. You're gonna have to be better than that, bruh. Pellet damage. That's what we're all about as a warrior build. And of course, we walk right into the opposite of what you want to do. Wow, this next little boss fight over here might actually be a bit of a challenge. Because I'm assuming he's a little bit more souped up than this version of his species. You gotta get those combos done. What's an underutilized combo or an underutilized move that I have not taken advantage of? I don't want that other one to get involved because that would just be a pain in the ass. Come up here and fight me, bro. I'm waiting for you. Try this out. So that's a little something We don't want to get hit by one of those big attacks. Basic MMORPG fundamentals number 12. Miss. Please don't draw in that other attacker. Oh, thank God. Welcome to the stream, new viewer. I hope you enjoy your time here. And we just whittled him down and beat him. The ugly centaur scorpion looking guy, kind of. So now we need to go get the unique looking one after we gather up this essence of wind shard. Where is he? I just saw him a second ago. He looked like a unique version of that. I wasn't just seeing things. I know I wasn't. He was like purple. Pretty sure he was purple anyway. Kill Cads. Where is the number 1? Because one will tell us to go to the... One will tell us the correct... Oh wait, no, Caddis is one of these. Oh, that would be fair. Let's just go ahead and beat the piss out of him. I love to just stand there and take some punishment for a little bit before really going out to adventure. They're big, slow brutes, so they're fairly easy to hit. I say as I almost forget my So I'm using stuff, just trying to do it effectively, and it looks like we are going to be able to get this done. Yep, just as I suspected. Go ahead and collect all the ore, and apparently he falls apart and turns to stone. So now we can take the amulet to Syria, now that we are done. Go ahead and get on our horse because we're impatient. And holy cow. That does not look like something I want to mess with at all. We need to go and tell her all about it.
Of course I can help.
Okay. Fields where those things are. Investigate the bailiffs and the plains and collect shards for stuff. So we just need to investigate these rocks with the markings on them. And preferably avoid too much conflict. Not that we can't handle it, just feeling kind of lazy right now and don't want to deal with it. Go ahead and gather that up. And let's see. So another one of those, and how many of these do we need to get exactly? We need 5 of them. So that means we need to go right there for one. What's that? Lin metal ore? That could be useful later on at some point. So we'll go ahead and gather some of that. And of course gather the bailiff. Let's see here. Where is the next bailiff? Not there. Ah, here we go. Apparently he doesn't want to gather it on the first click. That's perfectly fine, because we will get it done one way or another. So now... Oh, wait a minute. That was only 4. I guess we need to get one more of them. Don't want to get too close to that. Go ahead and gather this up. Don't worry, bro. We're not going to mess with you. Don't mind us being here. We're just going to hop on our horse and report back to our superior. Or I guess she's our superior. We're going to report back to whoever we've been told to report back to. And yeah, this guy is just souped up and armored out the ass, so we don't want to mess with him.
What hand of cards brought you here?
That's awesome.
You look like you need
Go ahead
help.
and talk with her again. And we're not going to pay too much attention to what she says, because we know what we need to do based off of the quest. Investigate the sparking bailiffs in the office and eliminate their protectors. So instead of gathering them for research, now we have to go over and beat up the folk who dare to stand guard over them. Oh man. So when you say beat up the guardian, does that mean, okay, that means these guys, of course. Jump back over that. Constantly be on the offense. I love that poison water. And I get like of course I do. Can't allow him to get you with that attack, because if you do, you're definitely a noob. Slishy slashy dicey dicey. Let him like that. On the health potion. Well down a little bit. And so now, here we are trying to whittle down that crazy stay away from this don't tell me he's drawing a purple guy. Yeah, it looks that way. He's drawing in the purple guy. Well, I wonder if that Sagittarius guy is going to be getting attacked, or if they're going to be working together. I can't tell if they're fighting each other, or if... Well, they might have fought each other a little bit there at the end. But I'm not worried about that purple guy, because he's slow and I can pretty easily. Don't want to get hit by that way, that's poison in there to help me out. continue to slice and slice. Roll out of the way of that because we don't want none of it. We definitely don't want any of that. Just go ahead and continue this little onslaught. He's actually holding up pretty darn well. A bit better than his counterpart. Don't want to get caught up in too many of these blows. Keep on using whittling effects overall. And by whittling effects, I mean attacking everything I got. All that damage in. And oh god, retaliate on that. Oh lord. He's not too happy about us having disturbed his sitting time. Where do you think you're going, bruh? Try to run away. Accept your fate. Yeah, that's what I thought. I spent that much work and energy and effort trying to fell you when I tried to leave you out of it initially, and then we kind of just drifted over into your space, and then you decide to try to start stuff with me. Can't have that happening. Can't have that happening at all. So, I think that will just about conclude it for this morning's stream. Felt it was a very successful stream, got some good interaction from you viewers out there, and a big thank you to everyone who decided to tune in and watch my first ever morning stream today. Kind of happened on a whim because I was feeling good this morning, and don't forget, later on tonight, we will be having our regularly scheduled Fallout 4 evening stream, so be sure to tune in to catch that, and once again, thank you guys so much for deciding to stick with me, even if just for a little bit this morning. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful rest of your days. Stay golden, everyone.